what's up, everyone? It is Wednesday afternoon. This is our second consecutive photo shoot. Toy Daddies, Toy and Tell. I appreciate No Chewing just taking the time out of his day to do this with me while I'm on vacation. Might as well while we can, right?
Yep. What's a lunch break good for? This will nourish the soul.
Sorry.
But
yes,
it's Wednesday. We're doing a back-to-back. This is episode 3 of Toy and Tell.
Yeah,
let's get to work.
Episode 3 of Toy and Tell. We have a nice shot set up for you. I have a nice shot set for you. We've been trying to refine these, trying to figure out like what is our theme. The first one we did was work more or less is Sergeant Pepper's Ghost. Then the second one was kind of really just using our Woody shot in a kind of like live environment, like a real. By the way, you took some great Woody shots last night. Sorry, I had to say that. I'm sure. Then today, what I set something up, and I really wanted to use Animal Warriors of the Kingdom figures. I didn't use Pale. I used Treyu and a Mythic Legions figure, and I really want to concentrate on lighting, on setup, on posing. So I have something like roughly set up for all of you right now, but I wanted to get your input, No Chewing, especially on the lighting piece, like lighting it up so it looks very dynamic, cinematic, all that.
Cool. Yeah, let's get to work. Should we put on music again?
Yeah, please. Can we do something like relaxing?
That's all that they got.
The last one was a little like fast. Here, I'm going to set up.
Let's try out a few.
Oh, I like that one. Wait.
I'll keep it low. But yeah, what we're doing right now, we're setting up. You're going to see behind the scenes of what Toy Father's working on, the shot, the setup that he has. And yes, this grown man plays on the floor. I give him grief, but so do I. So he's probably heading up to his spot right now. I can hear him coming in. All right.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. What were you saying about being on the floor?
I said, yes, this is a grown man playing on the floor with his toys.
So I have a different setup, as you can see. I did.
Should we throw some shameless plugs to some of our friends?
Go ahead.
Lone Wolf Labs is the dial maker of the diorama that you're seeing before you. This is actually a combination of 3 dioramas.
Yeah, I just wanted to set it up so it was like, so I can close the lighting too. But it actually really works out as kind of like a castle setup too.
It's really nice, and actually you can give yourself a good sense of depth. I won't have you adjust the dioramas much right now, but because you have some of the gaps, because you have 3, you can put some lights between and create some nice layering.
Yeah. That's what I really like about.
Oh, your camera went off.
Oh, whoops! What happened? Sorry.
This is going to be a highly audible journey into toy photography. Toy Father will communicate everything he's doing. All right. We also got in the house. We got JCreations_NY saying, "Hey, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday morning or afternoon or wherever you may be in this globe. But we appreciate it. Right now, we're going through a setup featuring the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom versus a Mythic Legion using dioramas purchased from Lone Wolf Labs. Great diorama maker, really affordable, high value for the dioramas that he produces. So for those that are interested, please reach out to Lone Wolf Labs. Let me know if the music is too low, too high. You want something else? I think
I can't hear
the mellowness.
Is the music on?
The music is on.
Oh, I don't think I hear it.
I will turn it up then a little bit.
Weird. Yeah, I can't hear it. That's weird.
Samurai Chris, J Creations. Let me know if you can hear the music.
All right. So I wanted to do some color here, and I feel like you're a resident color wheel expert.
All right.
What do you think? Maybe a pink?
I'm always partial to pink lights.
Do you think it would be better if I put that up here? Yeah,
Show me what's in the frame. I think that's what's important to start with.
in the frame.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me turn that on.
Open J Creation says that they can hear it, so we're good. We're in business.
Good. Hold on one sec. I just need to make it so I have like a ramp or something. Going up.
Are you trying to angle up your camera a little bit more?
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. I end up using these wooden blocks I got from IKEA. It was delivered with my detolfs, and it was like these like composite wood blocks. I use them for everything now.
I wonder if I could just use my kids' regular like play blocks too.
You may be able to, or maybe that would be the next purchase, a tripod or a bigger stand.
I have tripod. It's just that since I'm on the floor, I need a really lower angle, and the tripod that I have, there's no adjusting it. It's like one.
Oh,
like
yeah.
You know.
Yep. I have one of those too. Actually, no. One came with my ring light that works really well for what I need it to do.
Oh, okay.
All right. So show us your frame.
Frame.
I see Green Lantern Volume 2. Earth 2. Nice.
It's a good
nice. All right. So in the frame, you get a little bit of that pink. It can almost give you a sense of a sunset.
Yeah.
It is very pink though, comparably.
Too pink?
It might be too pink, depending on the colors.
Do a sunset.
Sunsets, yeah, you could do a little bit of that real warm white light and the pink to try to offset together. How many lights are you working with? Just the two?
3.
3?
Forefront, back, right here.
Okay. So I like the white light on the skeleton, but it might be throwing off your colors a little bit from a sunset.
Let me see. Yeah, a little bit. I wonder. Maybe it's dim this one just a little bit. So I learned this trick from Machu, putting some wax paper on your lamp.
Yeah, it's a very affordable way to diffuse your light.
Yeah.
Okay, that's looking better. And the way I always shoot with my lights, they're never directly on the subject. It's always kind of like angled at like their shoulders.
Shoulders?
Yeah, that's the way I do it, and I tend to put the lights pretty close up. But it's tricky because oftentimes I leave a burn mark, and I just do it because I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that works.
There's just a shadow on his face that I want to get
Like a
away
good
from.
shadow? I always have shadows on my figures.
No, it's a shadow that it's just not. No, it's not a good shadow. It's just covering up his face. All right. Well, let me show you what I got for lighting here. It's all right. I just need to get Atreyu's face.
So that's Green Lantern, Earth 1, Volume 2. I think.
Is that all you see?
That's all we saw. And I hear it's a very good story. You got to read that one.
You know what's annoying? This camera.
Is your camera on a tripod and like another one of those little standees?
It is. The problem is the new iPad cameras follow the subject.
Oh, really?
So it's moving, yeah.
I did not know that. That's cool.
It is cool.
I mean, that shot looks good.
Yeah.
Want to give it a go?
All right, let's see. Oh, sorry,
Oh,
guys.
and now it's broken. So this is
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let me just set you up here. Sorry.
Did you see the I know I sent you the picture of it, but what are your thoughts on the McFarlane Titans reveal today? And they've been revealing all week.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not like the biggest fan. I want to see what they do with the Nightwing, right? Oh, well, the Nightwing is the one they showed, right?
Yeah. So Nightwing and Raven look really good to me, and that Beast Boy seems like a lot of fun. I don't know if I necessarily need the Donna, and I'm not a big fan of that Arsenal that came out as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not like such an action-packed lineup where I'm like, I need all of those.
Yeah, but I do want that Beast Boy.
The Beast Boy?
Yeah, I thought it looked cool.
The Beast Boy does look cool. It's
Nightwing's a definite, though.
It's definitely a different type of Beast Boy we've seen. So yeah. I appreciate the different look. I need that.
And to inform people that are watching right now, Toy Father went heavy on Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. I think he's only missing like one weapons pack, essentially. He's almost all in on wave 1 and 2.
I really am.
This man is in love.
I am. It's like, it's to the point where I'm like, oh God, what am I doing? All right, I just need one more book to get this up. It's going to be the real Clone War saga.
Is that the reimagining of the ending of the Clone War saga?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Is it? Oh, okay. I also think there's a new one out too. It's an imagining if the Clone Wars happened and continued on, and where are these spiders today? Like if the Scarlet Spider didn't become that version of it. I think, was he Abyss now or something like that?
No, Phage. Yeah,
I don't know, but
it's
his
good.
Journey's been very different than what you would imagine that character going through in the 90s. In the 90s, he was Spider-Man. He was Ben Reilly Spider-Man, still trying to do good. And I think in the last 2 decades, he's gone through a lot of twists and turns with that character that isn't as recognizable to when he was, Spider-Man, that iconic 90s Spider-Man suit.
Yeah, I don't like the change they made, basically. They just made him a tragic villain, which I understand what they did, but it really took away from the character for me because I loved Ben Reilly.
Yeah. No, I thought, I read those comics, and I read it because I really loved that costume that he wore. The storyline itself, ebbs and flows. It started off strong, didn't really finish the way I thought it would.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I saw a video of someone giving a recommendation of that story, so I might check that one out. I haven't read comics in a very long time.
Which story?
It's the imagining of the Spider family. Peter Parker, Ben Reilly. I think even Kane shows up and almost gives them more of a happier ending, I believe.
All right.
Just check it out. Oh, and to answer your question, Samurai Chris says, sorry, fellas, I'm at work. Totally get it. I'm on my lunch break. And if you haven't brought them up yet, how are those Animal Kingdom figures, those Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, so in terms of just like 1 to 10, I'll give him a 9. For the value itself, it's incredible. For less than a $40 figure, you get a quality figure.
I have not gotten any in hand, so I can't give any rating. I just can tell you that I'm really hyped to receive my figure. I got tricked by my delivery notification. I thought it was both Blight and the weapons pack. It turned out to be just the weapons pack. So I was a little disappointed on that, but I'm highly anticipating receiving my figures. Oh, hey, what's up, Toy Mirth? Thank you for joining us on this fine Wednesday morning. For those that are watching right now, this is episode 3 of the Toy Daddies Toy and Tell. And tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be going live celebrating the top 10 photos as voted by the Toy Pick community. So we'll be doing TPC top 10 at 9 o'clock tonight.
Okay. So
Oh,
what I'm
Samurai
doing
Chris says his is arriving this week.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I got a shipping notification for 3 more figs that I ordered through the Kickstarter.
Hysterical.
So I have Vero Atlas coming, Tiberius, and Blight.
Oh, Blight is on yours?
Yeah, Blight's coming.
See, I think Blight is you're gonna have an orange highlighter mark on that because that's technically part of wave 2. So I think that will ship out later.
Yours didn't ship?
Mine didn't ship. I have the highlighter mark on my packing order.
Then what are they sending you?
They sent me just the weapons pack from wave 1.
Oh.
I don't think wave 2 has shipped. But this looks like a good photo.
Wait, no, Tiberius, no, not Vero Atlas. Tiberius and the main character.
I said
the main villain.
Kali.
Kali, yeah. He's gonna look great.
Yeah.
Now that
Amazing
I
sculpt
see
on Kali.
Yeah, and then Tiberius, Atreyu here. I didn't think I would like him, but when you have him in hand, the paint job, we talked about this yesterday, the paint job is so good.
And did you heat these guys up yet, or no?
Yep, no.
No. So what you can't see on Atreyu is that it's hot glued together. Because Toy Father manhandles his toys upon opening. I'm just kidding.
All right. I still want a more dynamic pose from him. All right, let me show.
I think the pose isn't bad. I think you need to get in a little bit closer to what I would do.
Yep.
Is I would get a little bit closer to the figure because a lot of my shots tend to be closer up. It might give you a sense of maybe give it a Dutch tilt, give it some unease.
Yeah, trying. I think it's just the way I'm. Okay.
Oh, and for those that were our viewers yesterday, and we were talking about Woody, and I think Yimbo was talking about Woody on his Sunday. Yimbo buys everything or reviews everything. And then before that, I think we mentioned it on the last TPC show, but I finally opened up my Woody. And this guy is awesome. I probably spent like 10 minutes just playing with the shifting up the eyes.
And yeah, did you like him?
Yeah. It's a really fun figure.
It is a fun figure, right? Mm-hmm. I like those shots that you took.
Yeah, and the beauty behind it, and those that weren't able to watch yesterday, you can catch yesterday's stream. Toy and Tell episode 2. Toy Father took time to set up his Woody versus a Roomba in his bedroom using just a single light, I believe, and then the natural light within that room. And all the shots came out amazing.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun.
Oh, and while we're unplugging stuff, today is the final Wednesday of February. So it is Black Wednesdays with a splash of red. So those that want to participate, the hashtag is TA_Black Wednesdays for your black and white shots with a little touch of red. Chris, did you post yours?
I was about to post it, and then we went live.
Oh, fair enough.
So I'm in the middle of the write-up right now. But yeah, I'll be posting that soon. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this posing right. I have an idea for a different angle.
Yeah, take your time. I'm just realizing how different our setups and shots are.
Yeah.
Like, I get super up close to these figures.
Well, you have a macro lens.
I do, and that's half the trick and also half the challenge too.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do that with my 32 millimeter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I can't capture a large setup with my macro lens, so
Yeah.
It all has its own challenges. Like yesterday's Woody shot, it was a little difficult to capture it.
Did you do that with the micro lens?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
It looked fine, but that door doesn't look as big as it should have. Like it almost made it look smaller than real life.
I thought the door was great. If anything, I thought the figure looked small.
Yeah, well, it will distort it a little bit because you're working with a wide angle.
Yeah.
Which is probably closer to what the human eye actually sees. Like the human eye doesn't see like the intense detail, and unless the subject is like right in front of your eye.
Yeah.
So my next purchase will be the 32 millimeter.
32 millimeter. I do love this.
Hey, we got another viewer. What's up, Chivar Price? Thank you for joining us. Right now, we are just setting up a shot. Toy Father's using an Animal Warrior of the Kingdom figure he recently received and fell in love with. The character name is Atreyu, and this is one of like 40 figures Toy Father has purchased of Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. He bought stock in Spiro Toys somehow. They're not a publicly traded company, but
hey, I totally would.
I'm just kidding, but
I do think
Toy Father is a big fan of this product line, and I can see why. The articulation and the paint app look fantastic.
I do think they're like the next big thing.
It feels like that, yeah. It's interesting, all these Kickstarters that are happening right now. You know, right now we have Savage Crucible. There's also the Biblical Adventures and All My Legends that are running right now that have taken up a lot of the airspace for Kickstarter, especially with action figures. It'll be interesting which ones come out first and which one comes out great.
Yeah, I agree.
Because while there is room for everyone, there's
kind of not though.
Yeah, there's kind of not. Because there's a lot of figures coming out and a lot of options, but it makes it a little difficult to collect all of the things that we would want to collect.
Yeah, this is the first time, and I can't tell you the last time I did this. I was like, I'm going all in.
You came pretty close with Masterverse.
Masterverse?
Yeah, the Masters of the Universe 7-inch collection.
And I feel like my heart wasn't in it. I felt like I did it because you guys loved it.
I jumped off the bridge because all my friends are jumping off the bridge. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. We found a little community. That was when, like, you know, for me, it was like, I was just buying something to buy something.
Yeah, it was interesting back then.
Yeah.
Now we're very far from that. Now I think because of all the shows we do, and you know, we started off with what's in the box, the final rating system. So we always talked about articulation, accessories, accuracy of design, and then the last one was affinity. Do you like this? That's a basic question, and I'm glad we finally got to that point where,
yeah,
if you answer that question as strictly binary, yes or no, and it's a no, don't buy this thing. You have no attachment to this toy. Let it go.
Yeah, it's true though.
For me, I used that decision when I was selecting the McFarlane Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
I was really interested, and I realized I didn't necessarily need a Scarecrow or a Two-Face, and that kind of decided for me whether I was going in on that wave.
Yeah, I agree.
And I ordered Winnie the Pooh instead, which I love. Revoltech Winnie the Pooh.
And, well, there was another one, right?
Oh, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and Tigger comes with Piglet. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I got 3 Disney characters showing up, and you know, for those that are just joining us and unaware of my affinity for Disney. I love Disney.
I was looking for that Stitch for you.
Yeah.
I only the lowest price I saw is about $190.
It's ridiculous. You should have kicked me a year ago.
Well,
buy this figure because you won't stop talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, you were thinking about it, and then I'm like,
then it was gone. It was just gone one day on Big Bad. I was like, oh no, I missed my chance, and I really missed my chance. It's the Nendroid Stitch figure. They were selling for $70.
70. My God, it is so much money right now.
It's incredible. It's really incredible how much this figure's going for. All right, how's the shot coming along, buddy?
Okay, well, I think I got what I want. What I'm going to do is I'll transfer these shots down onto my phone. I'll go downstairs. We'll talk a little bit more. I think I got it. I liked your suggestions for the lighting, the posing itself, and the angles. Those were helpful.
I think when we do this again, I think I'm just going to push you through, run you through my process of shooting a figure. Having a single figure, having a 3-point lighting setup and a very simple background, and just walk you through what I would do.
Yeah, I would love for you to.
Let me use some atmosphere aerosols and just like boom, boom.
Yeah, I guess with these setups, all of this stuff is really new to me because I don't usually shoot in my bedroom. I'm doing this because it's easier to stream from the bedroom to do it this way. And I feel like I'm navigating a new space / getting tips from you, so it's helpful.
Yeah.
So here, I'm gonna go downstairs.
All right, I'll transfer you on to your office.
I do love how we're just like, I'm like going upstairs, downstairs, switching different setups. Feels like a studio.
Yeah, it feels like a video game. Like I'm the man in the chair. It's like, oh, I see his office. I see his bedroom. Oh no, there's a vampire coming through the window. I got to click the button, hit that trap.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have 8 people here. Oh wow, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely love that people, taking time out of their day to join us to randomly talk about this. It's fantastic.
It is fun. It's fun. I don't know. How does everyone else shoot? Like, I want to know, like, is it any different from what I do? I feel like, I guess it's hard to compare. And I think, what did The Amazing say on a thing the other day? Comparison is the theft of joy.
Yep.
Sometimes when I see 1/6 shooter or more or less or door, like when I see their setups, I'm like, oh my God, it's so professional. Like, look at the space. That I'm like, but at the same time, like, I don't have that space and I'm not like a professional.
I think, if we do this again tomorrow, maybe. I say you go in your backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you have a firework? Smoke bombs? Scare the neighbor's dog?
No, they do have a dog. I don't.
I'm kidding.
Well, no, kind of not. It's fine.
Oh, you're not using your mic and headset?
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't have time to set that up because I was setting up the phone.
All good. Oh, we got Plastic Peeps. What is up, Plastic Peeps? You are one of the people that whenever I see your shots, I'm always impressed by the level of detail in figures you're able to perfectly capture in focus.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, the ensemble shots are great. He's man, he's just like a good person in the community. He's always doing the daily hashtags, working hard, and he just does his thing. That's really much.
You can see the joy in his photography, and it's infectious. Like the joy in his the
dancing
house parties. It's so good. We also got DC Marvel Collector. Where do you buy background setups?
So, in terms of my diodes, There is a guy named Diorama Boy, which I have something that I want to buy from him this week. He does. So I have this garage. It has a lot of great details. He's out of the UK. His stuff is a little bit more expensive, but in comparison to like other dial makers, it's pretty good. He's about $150 per dial. Again, he's coming out of the UK, so that shipping cost. And then all my other dios, like I'll do some like little mini dio setups from Big Bad Toys. You can look up one scale dioramas and they'll give you some ideas that you can put together. And then we have a friend we had on our show, Lone Wolf Labs. You can hit him up. He does some great cheap dios, and they look
Affordable.
fantastic. Affordable dios that are really just amazing in details. And he's really fun to work with. Such a
The
nice
ones that
guy.
you saw upstairs that Chris was using, those were Lone Wolf Lab diorama pieces.
So the cemetery one was a Lone Wolf Lab one, the one that I used for the side, that castle one. So I mainly have a lot of medieval castle ones from him, but I also have one that's great for like Fortress of Solitude for Superman. He does all kinds of.
Yeah.
He made a subway for what's his name?
That's great.
Fox Create.
Oh, and he
How
made
about you?
hallways for Toy Addict 17.
Oh, those hallways are great.
For me, I have similar Lone Wolf Lab diorama pieces for castles and graveyards. I've also made quite a few to make a sewer scene, so like brick walls and a sewer tunnel. I use tiles for floor from a hardware store, and I have a couple extreme sets as well. But if you're looking for a good background setup, you can start with Plastic Peeps has a good suggestion. Use scrapbook paper. That's a good start. Very affordable at any craft store like Michael's. You could even go to Home Depot, grab a piece of EPA or EPS foam core, cut it into a 12 by 12 square, and start to cut it up yourself into a brick wall. That's what I did for a number of mine. But there's a lot of options out there, is what I'm saying.
That's a great idea. You're definitely more. You have the art background, so you know exactly what looks good, how to do it. And what I appreciate about you is you try things out, and if it doesn't work, you adjust. I don't have that background, so I'm literally going in cold and being like, I don't know what to do. So that's why I ask you for a lot of tips in terms of what adjustments there are. But that's why I love this hobby. I'm learning something new every day. Like I do joke that I'm kind of like the layman's person of like not knowing anything and just soaking up what you teach me. But I just love it because there's always something to learn and adjust and make better in your practice.
And even on that, to piggyback off that, I'm teaching you a little bit of photography, but you taught me the value of high-end premium import collectibles. And so, first off, I hate you. Second off, thank you. Because, there are some figures that I just love. Peter B. Parker's a really good figure, minus the shoulder gaps. But like this Woody,
that Woody is great.
It's considered an import. It's considered premium. It was $80. You could easily get get a Woody for like $5 from Mattel. But there's some value in going after some of these premium figures, and I learned that from you. So again, good and bad, Chris.
Well, yeah, thanks.
I'm joking.
I like this. I'm just picking out the photos that I like.
No, I think these came out great. I like the red pinkish background. It gives a nice air to it.
Yeah. So this is where I did a different angle. I don't know if I like that.
As you do that, I'll go through a little bit.
I do like this one.
We have Pablo Lopez Toy Box Photography. Pablo's in the house. Pablo
Pablo,
does
what's
this
up, buddy?
great live stream on Tuesday nights, Maz's Toy Box, where they will critique. They do an art critique of photographs that people submit for critique. Great show. Learn a lot from that show because it's not just Pablo. You have Maz in there. You also have 1/6 Shooter. They also have like 2 or 3 other people that frequently show up to give you insights and tips to improve your photography. Shavar said, taking the photo is the quickest thing for me. It's the hours of Photoshop that kill me. Ooh, you're a Photoshop person. That does take a long time. I'm fairly lazy with my photography. I used to go in and add some additional effects to it, but as you said, it takes a long time. So I've been trying to focus on, in the past year, using as much practical stuff that's in the frame itself. So I can reduce the amount of time I spend on my tablet just like carving out things I don't like.
So,
and then J Creation says, I have a Subway setup. It's amazing. Is that a Subway setup from Extreme Sets, or did you have one custom made? Let us know.
So I for me, what do you think? This one or this one? Kind of like this one.
I think they're both good. I think the focus on this one, on Atreyu, on the second one, is a bit better.
Yeah.
Because it's all about him blocking this attack.
Yeah.
I think if we could go back, I'd put more light on the shield to kind of give that effect. Because what I would say is like the metal clanging off each other might cause, some scrape and some sparks or some sort of light to focus on that, point of intersection.
Got it.
I think the light on the face actually works out well because of the shield. It's kind of like blocking nicely.
I think I'll add something in the post edit for like some sparks and stuff.
No, yeah.
That's what I'll probably do. But I love the posing on the skeleton.
Yeah, I think the pose and the posing on both figures came out nice. Those shots came out good.
Thanks, man. That we joked about this yesterday, but I feel like this is our only time that we get to shoot, and if we go live, it will force me to shoot. So I've been going live a lot.
Yeah, last night, and I'll post it on my IG page later. But I did Woody just standing outside of a door. I used my office lights I left those on. I put a different light in the front, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't answer this, right?
Do you guys set up your cameras before you set up your scene, or the other way around? I set up the scene and then the camera.
Yeah, same. The only drawback to that is kind of like what you saw today. Like I set up my scene, the posing looks great, but then my view is like me looking down. My camera is going to have a different angle. So now when my camera's there, I was like, this doesn't look as good as when I was looking over it. So now I have to adjust the pose for the camera.
Yeah. I always remind myself that I have to raise up my setups a little bit because of the camera, so I can get that lower angle. I forget maybe 9 out of 10 times. So it's like basically on the floor like the setup you had, so I can't get that low angle.
Just the way you shoot with your macro lens, I can definitely see the advantage of you shooting upwards for that more dynamic shot. You should definitely do that.
One of the last conversations I had with Tuscan Traders, he said my goal for the next year should be to get off the floor. He said get Tuscan Traders.
Get off the floor?
He said you gotta buy a table. They make tables for you can buy one for $50. It folds away. I was like, yeah, I know.
It's true. But then it's like it's so true. But then the setup, I think about just the accessibility, right? And we talk about how time is the thing that takes us away, right?
Yeah.
So having a table, you want a table that's designated for that you keep there. And you might have the space to do that. I don't have the space to have a table.
I don't really have it. It would be right next to me, right here in the middle of my office,
Okay.
covered in sand.
But then you have that, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's always hard. I mean, everyone, again, like someone like Trevor, one six shooter, or Work More or Less, they have designated work spots where they just leave it. They don't take it down. It's there, and I'm so jealous of it.
Pablo Lopez has a good suggestion for dioramas. They make printable ones. That's true. Oh, our friend
yeah,
over at Diorama Prints. How can we forget about her?
Yeah, go to Diorama Prints. They're affordable prints for backgrounds. She has great ones. We've had Rachel
I think
on
she has a
before.
sale going on right now.
She has a sale going on right now. I believe it's 15% off. Go check out Diorama Prints at Diorama Prints. They're legit.
The one that I keep looking at is the reversible one. Day and Night in the Woods.
That one's cool. I like that one.
Oh, we got the Tenticus. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this morning. Tenticus.
We have Ricardo.
Oh, good.
Ricardo Oliveira Sosa.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. In case you missed it, Chris did a shot using an Animal Warrior of the Kingdom figure, Atreyu.
Well, let me show you what I did.
And while you do that, we'll keep going through the chat. I would use a bounce card to bring in more light on Atreyu. Pablo, thank you for that advice. You know, I didn't really consider bounce cards until the last few weeks. People keep talking about bounce cards. It's the action where you take... So you can take almost anything, actually. You don't put the light directly onto the figure itself or the subject. You angle it to bounce off something. So like a black piece of paper, and that light off that will bounce onto the figure. So it becomes a more smoother, softer light, more natural versus putting in burn marks. Is what they say. Like
Macho was doing that. Bouncing off like a white piece of paper or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can bounce off anything. You can bounce off your ceiling, you can bounce off the wall. I can't wait until Toy Father mistakes it for another thing.
Bouncy ball light. I cracked myself. I gotta put this in my... Where am I? Bounce light. All right, yeah, we gotta check that out. So this is one of the photos I took. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one's good. Maybe have that in storage. I just like how how the skull looks. Maybe I'll go back and just do a picture of the skull doing this. Yeah.
Oh, my thing froze again.
Was I talking?
No, I froze, so I couldn't hear anything.
Oh.
Plastic Peeps always sets up the camera first, then the scene. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Clearly, Plastic Peeps, you got a good eye. So you know what you're doing. I think we start with the scene and make modifications once the camera's in front of us.
Trevor's here.
What's up? How you doing, Trevor? Table is a must, especially for your back. Yes. I have a bad hamstring, so playing on the floor tends to bother me.
Oh, really? It doesn't bother me as much, I guess. I do a lot of stretching.
Tory Mirth. Neck as well on this. Have that tilt display. Nice. Oh, and Shavar has a good suggestion. Instaprint dioramas.
Okay.
Oh, we got Mary Fox.
Hey, Mary.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us again. 1.6 in the catacomb. Oh, most of my BTS videos show bounce cards reflector use. One 6 in Catacombs introduced me to bounce cards. Super useful. I think we need to start using bounce cards.
Maybe that's
was it video. 4 Bricks Tall had a good video. She uses I think a binder clip and some foam, like those foam sheets that you could get from like a dollar store.
Okay. Maybe our next one we'll do is bounce cards.
Oh, and Tenticus says white foam core is great for bounce cards. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll pick some up.
thank you for the suggestions.
These are great.
Oh, Pablo says, oh, God, I got it.
No, I didn't. Mine's not working. Oh, yes, it is. You can use white foam board to bounce light, black foam board to flag and block light. Okay. So white is the key to bounce it.
And oh, let me hit this one. Samurai Chris says, Pablo, can I hit you up on IG about a photo I took? I could use your insights. Pablo's
I say
on
do
IG. I say do it. I mean, Pablo has that show on Tuesdays to give critiques and insight into photography. I'm sure Pablo won't mind.
Yeah. That one setup of Legions battling the Troy 1/6 shooter had me buying bounce cards and lamp stands. And Pablo says
It's hard
for sure.
looking. It's hard looking at Wix's setups. They're so in depth and amazing.
Yeah. I mean,
I just I look through all the things I have. I'm like, I'm gonna have to do some investments to
yeah,
give it a go.
Yeah. I got this thing from IKEA that was in my shipping package, so I use it as this mount stand. It's we use what we can. We're practical.
Hey, don't make fun of this little block of composite woods. I got like 4 of them.
Either that or we're using it to start the fire pit in the back.
No, that's true. That's true. I have a bunch of that stuff in my garage. I need to toss in a fire pit.
Mary Fox says, "Don't be afraid to use color in your bounce cards." So, that's that. I think our next one's bounce cards, dude.
I think bounce cards. Maybe it'll be the secret hashtag. I don't know.
Yeah. Tomorrow I can't go live.
Oh no. Okay.
One more time this week.
We'll try. So tonight at 9:00 we will be going live. Me, Toy Father, and Yimbo reviews everything. We'll be going live doing the TPC top 10. You gotta come check in on us on a 52 figure challenge or a 52 purchase challenge. We'll also be celebrating last week's secret hashtag. Oh yeah, spoilers. Toy Father failed. He is probably at 52 right now. No. I mean, failed in numerical value alone, but spiritual value, I think you're winning. You're okay.
I mean, I'll share what my number is, but it hasn't hit 20 yet. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I only added 4 figures.
Oh, is all the stuff from before?
Yeah. I bought 1, 2, 3. I bought 5 or 6 figures from the Kickstarter back in when we interviewed Jason for A-Walk. And then I just added 4 more on BBTS.
All right, then that makes sense.
Head sculpts don't count, right?
Head sculpts do not count. Accessory packs do not count. Dioramas, custom parts. It's only figures in a box. I don't know what my definition of purchase should be, but you get an idea.
So, Plastic Cube, we just set a goal for ourselves, a New Year's resolution for the 52 challenge. And some of us are different, right? So mine is 52 purchases. So 52 individual purchases. It doesn't necessarily have how many figures coming in the purchase. So for example, I bought the NECA Ninja Turtles. That counts as 1, even though they're 4 figures. Whereas No Chewing or maybe even Cox Create would say that's 4 figures. So they're counting that towards 4.
I shifted over to your way of thinking.
My goal myself is to look at all my purchases and kind of hone them in. If I go above 52, okay, that's fine. I just want to keep it within that 50 or 60 because I know in past years I've gone way over that, way over that. So if I can get that, that's a huge goal for me.
Yeah, same here. The main part, 52 was always just an arbitrary number we threw out there for 2023 to limit ourselves to 52 new figures or purchases. However you define it can vary. For me, I have to have ordered and paid I'd have to have ordered that purchase this year. So I'm not counting previous purchases, but even if it doesn't arrive this year, I'm counting it within my 52. So the point being is that by the end of the year, I'm looking at, I've given 52 figures, or maybe 152. I don't know where I'll land, but I've given it a lot of consideration of which ones do I really want in my collection.
Okay. And it really, like you and I talk about it every single day. Like, should I get this? And we always think, is it a unique thing for your collection, or do you already have something like that? We're so deep in our collections, 20 years plus of collecting, and we have everything we could possibly want. So the new Cyclops, when we already have like 6 of them, I don't know if I'll get, right?
Whereas I have some exceptions there.
Totally. Same with me. I'll get every single Spider-Man that release. Every one.
Yeah.
But some of the characters that are being re-released makes me take pause of like, I don't think I need this. And it's a kind of a really nice feeling, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. We often talk about this one question of who wore it best. It's essentially looking at the same character, same costume, but by different companies, maybe even the same company 5 years later, and asking that question, like, who wore it best? And if you already have the one that wore it best, you don't need to necessarily add the re-release or the slightly different one, because you already have one that is better. For example, we were talking with 88 Figs, and we were talking about the McFarlane Dark Knight trilogy, and he already has was it the Mafex Batman Dark Knight figure, and he was considering buying the McFarlane one. He already has a better figure, like the best Dark Knight figure that was released in 1/12 scale.
Toy Addict says just buy them.
Toy Addict is not part of the 52 challenge. He's a rogue agent buying at whim, but I gotta love it too. It's all about the joy. If it brings you joy, go for it, bro. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, Toy Addict has everything, has a lot too, and so I mean, he said it himself. He's like, he's already pretty particular about his purchases anyway. So
oh yeah, he sticks to his genre pretty closely. Once in a while, he'll slip a Mojo in there too, but for the most part, it's NECA horror figures.
Toy Mirth, I totally agree with you on that, but I'm also the biggest Spider-Man fan, and I need every Spider-Man.
I'm with you, but I do make exceptions. Like Wolverine. I have so many Wolverines. I have as many Wolverines as they started making comics in the 90s. But I love them, and I keep buying them.
I think it's tough for Wolverine because he has like 5 suits, like something like that.
Well, sometimes it's in grayscale. This one has mud on it. You don't understand.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Toy Mirth is saying, are you clicking on this one already? I get that. There are exceptions like DBZ. Totally get it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, DBZ, it's like Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have they gotten to like 10 yet?
And then they'll do something crazy and do Smashy Nation's doing that pop-up shop, and they have some exclusive versions of him.
Oh yes, exactly. Well, they have so many
the translucent hair. Even I want that. I'm not a Dragon Ball fan.
So I'm telling you, I did get that one, and I sold it to Realm of Toys. There was a time where I was deep into Dragon Ball Z, DBZ, and I had to get out of it. Because I was not that far into it. So
yeah. All right. Mary Fox is saying, I'm enjoying this 52 challenge, but I've much into the quality versus quantity debate. True. And then Plastic Peeps. I stay under the $50 range with a few exceptions, but the past year has me questioning that. Totally.
Interesting.
Like, I didn't purchase any premium figures until last May, and that was Sentinel's Miles Morales. And then I started collecting more when I met this person, when I met Toy Father in person, and we went to a toy con, and there was just more stuff around. So I've been on somewhat of a kick on premium figures, but I'm highly selective about which
You're
ones.
very selective, which I appreciate. Yeah.
Because you can't have it all. You cannot put yourself in the debt in this hobby. I never recommend doing that because it needs to bring you joy. And if you have a cloud of debt above your head, that takes away from joy.
It does. It does. Be responsible.
And you don't have to chase anyone else's collection. There's no competition in like that at all.
Compare it for what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I know you need to go.
Yes.
But everyone, thank you for joining us in the chat. This was really great mid-afternoon photo session. Working on lighting, working on posing, working on setup. Thank you for all your tips and the next one I really want to try bounce lighting. So maybe
I say we try bounce lighting. I think that would be great. I think we should do it with Legos.
Okay.
Lego bounce challenge.
Yeah, actually I have you know what? This is gonna be great. Look at this. I have this Lego set built, and it's kind of topical from last time.
Oh, what'd you got?
I built it
Nice.
last Christmas.
Ooh, I should buy this one. Let me go check Target if they have
It's a
it.
good one.
I'll get it.
All right, everyone. Well, we'll see you later. Take it easy.
All right. Bye, all.